Hey, thanks for stopping by another No BS social media update. Today, it's the old fable, the tortoise versus the hare. You know what? I get wanting to have things happen fast, and I think we've touched on this numerous times. We may have even devoted one of these No BS videos to the topic of trying to grow too fast. And again, understand something. Social media is just one of the many tools in your arsenal. It happens to be one that I believe in and that I believe can make a difference in terms of developing relationships. And again, it's not about necessarily the best tool for growing relationships. As we say in the music business, at the end of the day, getting a song on the radio will still trump any social media growth, because when you get the song on one radio station, it could be heard by 10 to 20,000 people at a clip, and that's just in a small to medium market. I mean, I knew when I programmed the country radio station in Ohio that in Akron, Ohio, at any given moment of the day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at least 20,000 people were listening. So 20,000 people would be hearing a particular song being played, and more during the drive times. So imagine if you have it on more than one radio station, the amount of people that can hear these things. It's exponential over what you can do with social media. Taylor Swift may have legions and armies of social media fans, but how many of them are truly engaged? I don't know the answers to that. I'm sure I could ask her people and find out if they would even tell me. But at the end of the day, it's about growing things on a good, steady, solid basis. Somebody jokes that, in the top 40 world, the music is disposable. The hits today are gone tomorrow. But yet in the country music world, where I spend a lot of my time, the artists tend to have longer careers because people have invested in the artists, not necessarily just investing in one particular song. When we talk about in the music business, when we talk about investing in artists, somebody may say, well, I don't like this particular song. It's like, well, I appreciate that, but if you like the artist and you believe in the artist, you may need to support the song, or there may not be another song that you can invest in and like down the road. It's kind of a catch-22. Well, with the tortoise and the hare, sure, everybody wants to grow fast. That's why you see everybody buying Twitter followers or buying Facebook fans or buying likes or buying YouTube views or whatever it is. And that may trick some of the people some of the time, but it doesn't trick all the people all the time. And at the end of the day, you have to be able to drive the traffic. You have to be able to bring the goods, if you will. If you do things slow and steady, I have found that, like, I'll just use an example with my Instagram. I've been growing at a clip of about 4 or 5 or 10 people a week naturally. So I decided to start going and engaging more in other people's timelines, not just in the people who are already my followers. I do that already. I go through every day 2 or 3 times a day and like other people's photos and comment on other people's photos, whether they're commenting back or liking on mine. Because in turn, what happens is if they keep seeing your name pop up in their timeline, they're going to get more engaged in you. But what I've also done too is I've gone through the search function and searched for certain hashtags or certain terms of things that I'm interested in, and gone through people who aren't following me's timelines and liked their things or commented on their things. And they in turn probably come back. I don't have the stats for it because you can't see it, but they come back and they look at my feed, and if they like it, they may like some pictures, or more importantly, they may click follow and start following me, and then we can build a relationship. Again, as I said, so many times with an artist, or so many times even with a media personality, they're too afraid of sitting back and making people come to them. And I think we all tend to do that. I've got a policy where I don't go out and solicit friendship online. I don't go on LinkedIn and start clicking on other people that I barely know. In a way, sort of because I don't like rejection, but also in a way because I want them to come to me. I'm not too worried about growing just to pad my numbers. I'm close to 500 connections on LinkedIn. I'm about 3 or 4 away, I think, right now. But I'm not going to go out and just try to click there so I can get that 500 plus number next to my name. It doesn't matter to me that much. It's about building good quality connections, especially building connections of people who want to connect and engage with me. So at times, while we want to be the hare, while we want to be the glamorous, while we want to be the speedy and the fast, sometimes slow wins the race. And sometimes the tortoise gets lucky and gets a burst of energy. But think about the tortoise and the hare when you're thinking about growing online. I know we all want to grow fast. We're all impatient. But steady and slow will win this race. See you next week. Another No BS social media update. You want to get in touch with me? Want to get in touch with us? Watch to the end here. Next 30 seconds, you'll get email addresses, you'll get phone numbers, you get the whole bit. Would love to talk with you, and you can connect with us online too. NoBSSocial.com. Also on YouTube, of course, our No BS Social YouTube page. Thanks.